just tomorrow. The 2 seats will be announced. Who won it with the special project that Richard Branson actually at his space flight announced. Now we will see who are the 2 lucky winners who will go to space. There's people like Gallardo Steve, a very great member in my Discord, and he's holding over 4,000 shares, okay? Yeah, so I'm back in Dubai, my favorite home, as you know, living here since 10 years, and specifically in the summer. I love to travel to Europe because the weather here in Dubai is very hot. It's still very hot though. It's like 38 degrees, you know, very humid, like 60-70%. So it's still a little bit challenging if you're just coming from very cold Europe, but still I prefer that than 5 degrees and rain and everything. Okay, so what you can look forward to is obviously daily live streams, okay, daily vlogs, more content, morning market updates, and so on. You know, the things that we did a couple of months ago. I gathered so much energy in Europe and have now a lot of passion to do more content for you guys. So I'm looking forward already to your feedback here in the comments. But let's start with the topic. As you might know, it's winner chicken dinner. What does it mean? This is a saying out of the gambling or casino business. Okay, so if you did it right, then you are a winner chicken dinner. And I said this because just tomorrow, so on the 29th of September of this month, the 2 seats will be announced. Who won it with the special project that Richard Branson actually at his space flight announced that, 2 seats will be given to a raffle. And now we will see who are the 2 lucky winners who will go to space with Virgin Galactic. And why I'm thinking this is something interesting, because I think this will, just catch maybe the wave of the SpaceX Inspiration 4 mission a little bit. You remember the billionaire Isaac Mann, and he chose 3 persons that could fly with him, 3 winners for free, right? I don't know why he didn't choose me, but that's another question. But however, I think that this is something, that might help the stock a little bit in the short term. And the second, I think, all of the small steps that we see here and there are always great development for the company, for the industry. And every new small PR stunt and great movement is fantastic for Virgin Galactic. And slowly but surely we are getting there. But there's 2 more topics that I wanted to talk about. So let's dive in right now. So there's still 2 very heavy topics that are actually avoiding that space could run higher in price, okay? As we know, Virgin Galactic stock can be very volatile. The one day it's 50, the other day it's 20, the other day it's 70 almost. So it takes some nerves, definitely, and in my community, my Discord, if you want to join, the link is in the description. You will see that there's people like Gallardo Steve, right? A very great member in my Discord, and he's holding over 4,000 shares, okay? So there's some very interesting people there. And when we are talking about Virgin Galactic, I think there's 2 camps, okay? There's one camp that is saying, oh, I'm losing my patience and I sold, or I will sell some of it and will, maybe rebuy, trying to time the market. And on the other side, you are having something like the guys who really hold on. Same like me, right? I'm just trying to add to my position as much as possible. I have never enough stock of Virgin Galactic. So I'm really excited to see that, as soon as those big, heavy things that are actually waiting on Virgin Galactic will be lifted. And I'm talking about the FAA investigation, okay? And I'm talking about the technical, maybe, we don't know it. Maybe they will say, the flight control that the vendor said, maybe we have a problem with it. And if we have something, then what we need to do, exchange or making a workaround, there's maybe a couple of things that can be done. However, though, you can expect that there is something that is very, 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 very for sure that this company continues to deliver. Okay, this means that the FAA, investigation will be closed at some point, and also the most, in my personal, the even worse situation with the flight control, because it's something that we don't have much information. The FAA, I know, they will, try to add to the safety measurements, with the FAA, work together and find a way like both sides could agree on that something like this maybe will not happen or can be better prepared. And on the other side, you having maybe the flight control, which might be a bigger problem, because I assume that this flight control is also in the Spaceship 3, and removing this or replacing this, you need to test all of it again. You have to go through all of, some testing, fly again and so on. I don't think, if there's a problem with the flight control, that there will be a test flight of Italian Air Force that quick. Okay, that's just my opinion, but let's see. Last but not least, there's one more topic to talk about today, and let's dive in after you subscribed and liked this video, obviously. Well, there's this other event, the Q3 earnings, okay? Most probably according to the NASDAQ page, which is a good estimation, but not on the date until the company really confirms the date, okay? They kind of suggest that this could be the date when the earnings will be released. However, they are saying on the 4th of November, so about a month and about 2 weeks, and we will see what they have in for us investors, right? Always the update after 3 months for every public company out there. And yeah, there is something that is a little bit obviously concerning, which is, they should have revenue because of the Italian Air Force flight, but won't have it maybe. Okay, so this is the risk factor one. Then we might as sometimes this was the case, they haven't updated us so long until the earnings. So maybe if they have some bad news, they maybe just release it on the earnings. Could be maybe something with the FAA that it takes a little bit longer, or with the flight control or something like that, okay? But that was the negative. Let's talk about the positive. Okay, so I really would like to see an update on the Delta spaceship, okay? We don't know how it looks like. We just know that this is the next generation of the spaceship. However, I think it's still too early. Though they said in the last earnings that the design phase is closed, so either there will be a small announcement just any random day, right? Like we had the surprise of the FAA commercial license, or they will put it in the agenda of the earnings, which would be, both would be cool, but I would love to see that. Could be also next year, because there we have a long time of when nothing happens and everything is in maintenance. So maybe they take this and we'll put it somewhere in between. So could be not, okay? Then the second, and I think the most important part is, do we get any information on sales? Now maybe you tried. If you go on the website and you try to, buy a ticket, you can just register your interest. So I think we could have here a huge surprise where they say, 10,000 people register interest. This is years of work, okay, for Virgin Galactic once they even entered the commercial operation. So I think there's a lot of hot topics. Which of them will be picked and put into the earnings call, and which one will be in the presentation, we shall see in about a month. Obviously, we'll be live here on this channel. And let me know in the comments what you want to know about Virgin Galactic, and I will reply to you and I will answer all of that in the next video.